Mpanimfoɔ sɛ onipa yɛ ade a wɔsa yɛ yi. Nti sɛ wo ne obi yɛ adwuma na sɛ nipa kɔ no na adwuma ɛsɔ ani a na nipa kɔ no sɛ yɛbɔ n'aba so. Ɛnam saa yɛ nti ɛyɛ Small Scale Miners Association ɛna da yi ɛda dwumadie bi ahyehyɛ so wɔ Nkranpopo mantam ha. Ne nyinaa yɛ abasobɔdeɛ sonkoko a wɔde ma wɔn adwumayɛfoɔ sɛ wɔn nso ne mo atumi ayɛ adwuma. Na dwumadie mu no ɛyɛ akuo no twerɛtwerɛfoɔ ɛde ma Small Scale Miners Association ɛyɛ Mr. Ama ɛde say ɛna ɛto dwa.
That small scale mining is something that is recognized under our laws, that's the Minerals and Mining Act. So we are most grateful. And secondly, under your leadership, there are also some programs that is also helping to improve and to ensure that the sustainability is deepened. One example, through your agency, that's the Minerals Commission, is the implementation of the CADASA system, that's the MCAS. Now, a lot of miners are going through the process, and then the time in terms of acquiring licenses have been shortened. We also thank you for making a lot of time now to sign all the licenses for us, which is also going to help a lot of miners to first start with the legal status for us to be able to work more sustainably. We are also grateful. Prospecting is also taking place, and the issue of hit and run or the issue of try and error will also be eliminated. But what will play is after the data for the areas have been attained, there should be some sort of transparency in the allocation of the areas that have been prospected. And I know with your leadership, you ensure that there is equity for everyone. The association is also appealing to your outfit and will write to you officially to support us in the fight against illegal mining on the Brim River, because last year under the Small Scale Miners Awareness Week, we and UMAT came together and we said we want to adopt the Brim River, so that from 2022 to 2023, that's the next Miners Week Awards, we'll be able to showcase that association and UMAT have worked together to ensure that the turbidity levels on the Brim River is reduced to its barest minimum. So also come to an end, and we know that the ministry will support us in this quest. This is what we also want to do as an association to support government in the fight against illegal mining. As you know, illegal mining is not for just the government alone, it's a shared responsibility for all Ghanaians, including the media also. So, Mr. Minister, once again, we will thank the ministry and then the Minerals Commission and all stakeholders in collaborating with all of us to be able to launch this 2022 edition of Sustainable Mining Awards. Thank you very much.
Orienso Honorable Abu Jinapo Enkane 2017, the President of Ghana Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo no say oye appointed say Deputy Chief of Staff in charge of operation at the office of the President. Ohwe samre na ono ne Ghana bakwasem no ono ne obi a usakwa wo mfie aduasa miensa watimi nya sa akwanya no. See ade ono ye Minister of Lands and Natural Resources. Honorable Samuel Abu Jinapo ono so ede say ene so ensem no so.
Leadership of the Ghana Small Scale Miners Association. Let me thank all of you for accepting our invitation to be here. I think it's needless to say that small scale mining sector or the mining industry of our country is a very important sector. As we all do know, small scale mining contributes a third of our gold output. And the mining sector provides the highest share of our forest exchange earnings as a country. And it provides about 40% or so. And small scale mining, the small scale mining sector contributes 40% of our gold output. So that sector is a very important sector. And government is very mindful of the consequential and important nature of the small scale mining sector of our country. But as we also do know, that sector is being bedeviled with practices which are totally unacceptable, and which consequences are debilitating and far-reaching, and which has adverse impact on our environment, our landscape, our water bodies, our forest cover, and many others, and which is really been a matter of grave concern to government and to the nation. But we've put in place a lot of measures to deal with the menace of illegal small-scale mining. And some of them include the national and regional dialogues we held, meetings with National House of Chiefs, Operation HALT, as you do know, the reformative efforts we are making through community mining, the mercury-free gold processing equipment we brought, and of course the alternative livelihood program we've rolled out. Now, in spite of all these measures, the ministry is taking the view that we should also reward and promote responsible small-scale miners and acknowledge them and recognize them, which is why last year we introduced the Ghana Small-Scale Miners Award Scheme in partnership with the Ghana National Association of Small-Scale Miners, which resulted in a maiden edition where we gave awards to the best small-scale miner, the most promising small-scale miner, and the best district officer of the Minerals Commission. Indeed, the best small-scale miner walked away from that award scheme with 120,000 worth of a mercury-free gold catcher, and other awards were presented. As you do know, the Vice President graced the occasion, the Chief of Staff did grace the occasion. The whole idea is that whilst we are clamping down on illegal small-scale mining, we make the point and make it very clear that we are also interested in promoting and encouraging responsible, environmentally sound, and legal small-scale mining. Because as you do know, the small-scale mining sector provides almost 1 million jobs across the country. So, as I've said this many times, and the President himself has had multiple occasions to reiterate that the government is not against small-scale mining. What the government is against is illegal small-scale mining. On the contrary, we want to promote small-scale mining. We want to encourage small-scale mining. And we want small-scale mining to be responsible and contribute to the national economy and the welfare of the population, just as it does in South Africa, in Canada, in Australia, in America, and several other destinations across the world. And so, this afternoon, we are gathered here to launch the 2022 Small-Scale Miners Award Scheme, which is going to see to an expansion of the number of awardees for this year's edition of the Small-Scale Miners Award Scheme. And this year, we've thought through it and come to the conclusion that we're going to give awards to the best female small-scale miner, best male small-scale miner, best small-scale miner in environmental stewardship, best small-scale miner in corporate social responsibility, best exporter, best metropolitan, municipal, or district chief executive, and best traditional leader. I think that the reason for this categorization will not be lost on anybody who has a rudimentary understanding of the small-scale mining industry. These are the key stakeholders, the key actors required to be able to build or construct a viable, responsible small-scale mining industry. Traditional leaders are very important. Political leadership in the sense of municipal, metropolitan, or district chief executives are very important. So is it also that the matters to do with corporate social responsibility and environmental stewardship, just as it is the case for those who export the gold, which is mined, are all very important, which is why we have broadened the award categorization and the number of people who are going to receive awards this year.
Medamu nyina mo ase sɛ mo agye mmara hwɛ Kantona TV. Kantona TV